Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Life Issue and this is Lesson. Thank you so much for joining us today on our interesting and another intriguing live show. What is the role, if I'm going to ask, of your siblings or your family in your marriage? What decision can they help you take? When should they come in? At what point should families actually intervene in their siblings' marriage? Today's live show, I'm going to be talking about a situation in someone's home. Now, this person happens to be one of my, I'm going to say, very, very committed member for my in my group. And he had a question about his family and he wanted me to just talk about it and get people's opinion because they are in a quagmire. So what I've done throughout today, I've posted what he sent to me on all of our news websites, and I've gotten a lot of opinion and people's comments about it. So we will be discussing this today. So what I want you to do is to please, if you have anything to say while I'm talking about this issue, please drop your comments because this person really needs help because it is a little bit dicey, the situation. So join me, be with us as we discuss his issue. All right, thank you so much for coming back with me. So yesterday evening, I got this messages from one of my members, and this is what he actually sent to me. Good morning, Ma. Seriously, I have an issue to share. I would have posted this in the group to hear people's opinion, but I'm afraid it might look suspicious to some of the people I invited and are from my place. So what I can actually noticed from this is that he didn't want people to know about this issue. And because of the fact that there's a lot of stigmatization in Nigeria when it comes to people's health. So he didn't want to publish it by himself, but he wanted to get opinion. So, and he was like, we have a family issue that is currently disturbing me, my older sibling and my mom. So they're having a family issue. My elder brother got married in 29, and he has been doing very well with his wife. So this other brother and the wife, they've had a lovely family. They are okay. We all love his wife because she's a very hardworking and respectful woman. So there's no issue with this woman. They don't have an issue. They all love the wife. They've all been living, happily and peacefully with this woman. So the question now is what actually happened? So what is the quagmire? All right, so this is where the story starts becoming interesting. So then last week, let me see. Oh dear. Okay, so an issue came out last month about this lady. It's like she had a misunderstanding with her sister. So her sister told someone that our wife has HIV and she has been on drugs even before she got married. The amicable trend came. Okay, so the person now, her own sister. Hey, person where go kill na people where you know. People where you know. Oh, hi, Dawn. Hi, Mata. Hello. So, guys, I need you guys' opinion on this. I need you guys' comment on this because this person is one of us. Now, the amicable trend reached our mother ear, but she was silent about it, but secretly spying on her to get constructive evidence. I mean, how are you going to secretly spy on someone? Your HIV doesn't show in people's voice, people's body anymore because of the medication. HIV is no more a disease that people actually will even know if you have it. There is medication. There is a lot of things that can actually help people with their viral load, and really you can live a normal life with it. So I don't know what mom was spying on, but let's continue with the story. So then last week, a med- a medicine last week a medicine for HIV was discovered in her bag. So they went snooping, they went start searching. My mom then called her husband and my other brother that followed him and told them about it. So basically, mom started searching and doing James Bond, and then they found out that there was a HIV medicine that was in her bag. All right. So first of all, I feel that that was invasion of her privacy. You shouldn't have done that. She didn't tell you guys. She did not tell her husband. Why did you start snooping? I mean, you don't know. What you don't know won't kill you. But yeah, I understand how Nigerians feel about these things. But let's continue with this story, Sha. My brother then rushed for the test on Saturday. So this guy, they did not tell him all this while, yeah. But now they saw the medicine, the HIV medicine. They now told him. Then my brother then rushed for the test on Saturday, yeah, of last Saturday. That's this Saturday that just passed. But thank God he was confirmed negative. So what it means is that this your wife, she has had this HIV for a long time, yeah, because she did not actually transmit it to your brother. So your brother is okay. Well, that's a relief for now. Your brother is fine. He's not HIV positive. He is negative. So which means that this one, she's been taking this medication for a long time, and she does not have, she's is not transmissible because she has it under control. So good. All right, let's continue. So our problem now is how to settle this issue in a way that it won't be harsh. I don't understand what issue, but let's continue. My other brother is deeply confused until now. He has not yet decided on how to go about it. I just spoke with him now over the phone, and he's considering to take her out for a test this week, though we know that once the test is mentioned to her, um, she will know that something went wrong somewhere. It's now that my brother began to wonder that this could be the reason why his wife never allowed him since they got married to follow her to the hospital. So the wife has been going to the hospital on her own, and she doesn't allow the husband to go to the hospital with her. And the most worrisome part of this is that she's pregnant for about 7 months. And seriously, we have so much pity for her. Now, if you guys have pity for her, you couldn't have gone snooping. You couldn't have gone looking for what does not was not revealed to you. So what you guys, you don't have pity. What you guys have anger. For me, that's how I feel. You guys are upset. You guys, I don't know. So when I got this, okay, so let me see. So I actually had to say, well, thanks for sharing. I'll post this on the group and page, removing your name. I know how Nigerians are about this kind of stuff. I'm just saying, so I responded to him. Yeah, so this is the matter on the table. I don't know if you have anything to say before I start showing you guys what people have responded and what people have said. And before I actually start telling you guys my own 50 cents or 5 cents about this story. So Zara is saying, there is not, okay, so let me just read what people are saying. So, and Dawn is saying HIV doesn't show on face. So for Dawn, it doesn't show on face. They should just forgive her. It doesn't really matter. They didn't know before. It's just because her sister slipped and told them. If not, they wouldn't have even known. So it doesn't show on face. It's nobody's business. Yeah. If Dawn, is that what you are saying? Are you saying that it's none of their business? It doesn't show on face. Why would they care? Please, can you tell us what you mean by it doesn't show on face? Now, Zara is saying there is not bad about that. Okay, so there's nothing bad about that. And she's saying that they should forgive her, okay? So they should forgive her even though she lied, even though she is not honest, even though she did not tell her husband her health situation before he got married to her, which I feel is deceitful. Do you understand? HIV is not that bad. Okay, so I like it when it's coming from Nigerians, when I'm hearing Nigerians saying HIV is not that bad, because when I left home, there was a lot of stigmatization about HIV, and people hide it, people don't even tell you they have it. Unlike South Africa, in South Africa, people don't care. People boldly tell that they have HIV and that they are living with HIV. Nigerians don't talk about it. Nigerians are actually silent on their status. So for me to be hearing Nigerians or seeing Nigerians, saying HIV, they show for face, I mean, I am happy about that. That means we are actually developing. Don't say it exactly. Okay. Okay, let me see what else people are saying before I show you guys what people said on my other post. The one thing she needs now is to support her. So Zara is saying that people, they need to support her, not give her more stress. All right, so basically support her, don't give her more stress, be there for her. So somebody said the lady is wicked. Now, Omara, please, can you explain why you think she is wicked? Why do you think she is wicked? What made you say that about her? Because we can say somebody is wicked, but let me ask a question. If she had told this man that she had HIV, would he have married her? Would he even have gone out with her? Would he even have courted her? We know Nigerian situation. We know how Nigerians react once you say you have HIV. Now, I'm believing that this marriage was something that happened early, maybe like 2015 or early 2010. So think about at that time how people feel or treat people with such kind of challenges. I'm not going to call disease because it's a challenge, because we've passed that when it comes to medication. Now I have somebody called, I don't know if it's Madison or whatever. I think this person is a boat. I don't know why they always come to my whenever I'm doing here. Anyway, let me just leave them. All right. John says they should forgive her. So basically, apart from gist, she can kill. If she can hide something like this, she can even hide COVID and others. Okay, so that is your reason. Your reason is that she was not honest. She has hidden this kind of a thing from her husband. Then she can do worst. I get your sentiment. I get what you are saying. I also think that she should have told her husband. She should have come clean. She should not have kept this. And the worst part is that she's still keeping it. It's not even as if like she kept it during courtship, and then when they got married, she told them. But this is a woman who is in the house taking HIV medication. So when does she take it? Because I used to think that there's a particular time or particular moment that you need to take that medication. So what she does is that she will hide and take it. And this has been on for how many years now? They've been married. I think I understand Gist sentiment. Yeah, I mean that's how Gist feels. That's her opinion, and I understand her. Don said, despite she didn't tell them, so they should forgive her, even though she did not tell them. All right, let me see. He said, it's better they are not married than hiding such information. What if the man put of the marriage now? No, they're already married. I broken. Okay, no, they're already married, Gist. They are already married. She's already married to this man. She married this man without letting the man know. They are living as husband and wife. She's pregnant, expecting a child. They don't know if the child is going to be HIV positive. They don't know yet. And she has not even yet told her husband, but the mom got to know, and the husband has gone to have his own test and he's negative, thank God. But the woman still, even as at today, because they're about to have a family meeting, they want to go ahead and reveal to the woman that they know. And then this person is asking me, what should they do? Should they get themselves involved? I'm going to tell you guys what I think after I've had people's opinion and people's comment about this. Since the husband doesn't have the HIV, what is there is to take care of what Zara, you did not finish your comment, so I did not understand what you were saying. Maybe she was afraid that if you tell them before the marriage might be. We all know that that is the truth. Nigerians and stigmatization. If this woman had told this man that she had HIV, we all know that that marriage will not hold. Let's call a spade a spade. Nigerians and stigmatization, and it is what it is. Okay, so once they hear you have HIV, it's like as if it's a death sentence. All right, let's see. I know my question is, what if the man decides to divorce her now? It could have been better. The marriage didn't occur at all. Okay, that's what you mean. Okay, now I get it. So what if the man, because that is what they are considering. That is what the person that, sent me this discussion or this question, the family is considering that. It's one of the things that they are considering, but I don't think it's their place. I don't think, for me, I don't want to say what I want to say now after we have finished this, because I want to get people's opinion, and I know that the person is watching this. I know that he's actually reading everything you guys are saying. So please, when you are talking, remember this person is going to be reading everything, and the family, they're actually in a quagmire. They don't know what to do. So my first question is it their family business? This woman is married to a man. Why is it that the mother, the elder two brothers, he himself, all of them are getting themselves involved? This man is the one married to this woman. Should the family be involved in this in the first place? Now, that's my first question. So I know Johnny keeps saying, let them forgive them, let them forgive them. But is it even in their place to forgive? Is it not the husband's business to forgive? What has that got to do with them? Do you understand? I mean, why don't they just say, consign us? You now, you and your wife, that's your business. Do you understand? Don said God is the ultimate Nigerian people. I know somebody will bring that angle of religion, Nigerian people and religion. Hey, while they in fact, they shouldn't get them. That is what I'm saying. They shouldn't get themselves involved. That was the first thing I said when I read it. I was like, you know what? It's none of you guys' business. It's the man's business. Let him sort it out with his wife. Now you guys know. So it's still none of your business. Do you understand? So is his wife. They are married. Let them sort it out by themselves. This is not something to call the woman for village meeting or for family meeting or to get the even if I'm not going to even answer on now, consign on now. Even though I know what she did was wrong, but she did not offend you guys. She offended her husband. Please, let's forgive her. Sarah and forgive. Sarah and forgive. It's not for the family to decide. Thank you so much. Someone just said what I just said now. Is not for the family to decide. It is a question of the husband. Let the man sort it out with the wife. That's what I also believe. Let's just pray for the innocent child. There is the baby in the tummy that we should be talking about, not two adults who have lived their life. I hope the baby is HIV non-positive, because now the neighbors and people know about it. And so I don't want the baby to be stigmatized or have a stigma attached to the baby when she is or he is growing up. Is this it is their family business? Yes. If the man gets HIV and his immune system is not able to hold it like that of the lady, and he suddenly felt it is the family that will come for their brother. This is Nigerian mentality, Shao. When you marry, you become one with your wife. It's your wife business, okay? I understand where you're coming from. I understand African culture. I understand African belief. So I'm not going to argue with you. But at the end of the day, when you marry, the first responsibility lies with your wife. So if he falls sick, now the woman will take care of him. But there is nothing like, you just said now, if his immune system does not able to hold it, There is nothing like your immune system being able to hold it if you have HIV. If you have HIV, your immune system cannot hold it. What you need is to take the antiretroviral drugs. You need to be taking it, and then what happens is that you build up your white blood cells and also your viral load. So, and there is nothing like your immune system taking it. The only thing that happens is that maybe you can react to the medication, and the hospital or the doctor will change the medication, but it's not about your immune system because already your immune system has been compromised. So I'm just trying to, let that information out there. So it's not a religious, thank you. Let's not take this thing to church. It's not a religion issue. It has got nothing to do with religious topic. Forget all these people. They tell you my pastor has healed me. My pastor, forget it. They've started taking the viral medication. After they've taken the viral medication, they'll now go for healing. And then when they go for healing school, they'll now go and get certificates saying they cannot trace it. We all know the gimmicks of what is going on in Christendom. Let me tell you something. If you have HIV, please go and start taking your viral medication. You can live a normal life. You can have a normal life with it. So that is the cocoa. Now I'm going to go to, because I had to send this story out to my friends and who happen to be my mutuals on Twitter and other, social media, just for me to find out what they think about this story and what advice would they give them. So I'm going to just, there's so much, things, so many comments coming in. Unless they have grudges I'm telling you, unless they have grudges in mind for the lady. Well, but the person that sent me this thing, because I had to have that conversation, and what he said was that the lady and their family, they are close. They like the lady. The lady is a good lady. She's actually hardworking and she makes money and she's very, very good. So they don't have any issue. So it's just this matter that they want to settle. That's why there's always issue in most African homes. Let the man sort it out with his wife, not family deciding. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is a man and wife wahala. It has got nothing to do with you guys. So when I no concern that this particular matter. So that is what the first time I read it, that was what came into my mind. What is your business, for crying out loud? Is the man and the wife. Now the wife will get them. If the woman pass them on to the husband, now two of them, when you are waiting, you say, till death do us part. So that is part of, even though I feel that the woman was being deceitful. All right, let me go to, please forgive. All right, let me go to what people said earlier when I posted this on social media. If a lady should hide such information from me and I discover, like this guy, you are leaving my house and no one will stop me. Rubbish. Hey, gifts you had, gifts. Hey. Now, wow. Okay. So I posted this on social media, and this was the reply I got. And the first person happens to be a very learned person. And she said it's an issue between the married couple and shouldn't involve the wider family. And I agree with her. His sister-in-law should have been honest about her status. Well, yeah, she should have been. She wasn't, and it is wrong. In the UK, there could have been a charge of, I don't know, GBH if she wouldn't. Yeah. So let me explain what she's saying. Now, this woman, knowingly, she knew she had HIV. She did not tell her husband, and she was actually sleeping with this man, knowing that she might. Remember, if there is any lapses on her drugs, if she was not meticulously taking her drugs, she can actually have her viral load go low and she can reinfect someone. The only way you are not able to is if you are taking your medication as if it's Bible, and if the medication is working for you, because some people might be on a particular medication, and then after some years the medication stopped working. So what this person is saying is that, to be frank with you, for not revealing and actually sleeping with the husband skin to skin with a possibility of infecting him, there is a distrust in this marriage. This is where the whole, bone of contention lies. This woman was not honest in her marriage. She was not honest. It does not matter how we look at it, it does not matter how we paint it. We might decide to forgive her, but the bottom line is that she did not tell this man that she had HIV. It was not her call to make. It was for the man to decide if he wants to go ahead and marry her after knowing. But she intentionally, listen, is the intention. She intentionally deceived this man, intentionally withheld this vital information, got married to this man, has been over the years taking her medication, hiding this information from the man. It took her and her sister having an issue for the family to know. What kind of a human being is this now? She could kukuma get pregnant by someone else, like, and not tell the man, and then DNA will know. There is, marriage should be based on trust. Every marriage should be based on trust. If I cannot trust the person I'm with, why am I with that person? So this is basically one of the things that I picked out that people were saying when I sent this message across. The woman actually lost the trust for that marriage. There is no way this man will ever trust her again. That is one of the things that people were saying. Now, another person, in his response, he was more like, so what advice does she need? Your brother, the married person, so do whatever that is in his mind. Remove your eyes in your brother's marriage. Sure, he has gone for tests and is negative. What advice do you want from us you are looking for? I think this person is actually on the side of, it is not your marriage. It is not you people's business. Let the man make up his mind what he wants to do. At the end of the day, is this man that will decide whether he wants to stay with his wife or he wants the wife to pack away. It's none of your business. That's what this person is trying to say. So I know siblings, sometimes you guys get into people's business, you guys get into people's marriage. I know that's African mentality and the way we Africans, we marry. But let me ask a question. What if the table was turned and it was your brother that actually had HIV, did not tell the wife and got married to this wife, and now she's finding out? Will you want this woman to go or would you want her to stay? So, sometimes, we can paint things the way we want to paint it because it is not us that is doing it. But what if the table was turned? What will you guys do? What if your brother had HIV, he did not tell anybody he knew, and he deceived a woman and got married to that woman, and she found out later? Will you guys beg this woman to stay, or will you guys tell the woman to leave? Let's look at things in the aspect of, what if this is me? What will I do? So if he decides that the woman should stay, is also good. That's what this person is saying. It's none of your business. And he went on to say that, me, I don't care. They should all focus on their own single lives or marriage and leave their brother to take or make his decision by himself. People should just get their nose off other people's marriage. How his brother is capable enough to make for himself and act if need be. So this is this person's position, and he is making a lot of points. At the end of the day, the decision, the onus is on your brother to make his own decision. It has got nothing to do with you lots. All right, let me read the last person's comment. One thing I always tell people before you get married, make sure you and your partner go for tests to find out what is the problem. Okay, now she has HIV positive and she's pregnant. The husband should forgive her, then you should pray for the unborn child. So in your own point, the woman deceived him. Yeah, that deceit has gone. She has done it. Okay, now she's pregnant, she's positive. Okay, now she's, move on. Yeah, forgive her. That's this person's position on the whole thing. All right, so this is basically what people have said. Some people sent me private messages because they don't want their name to be mentioned. Some people actually told me about their own personal experiences. And for me, when I was reading it, I was like, oh my God, there's a lot of deceit going on in our society. People are actually not being truthful because they want to marry. All right, I'm going to read more of the things people are saying before I make my final submission to this particular what will I say, question from a group member. Don't That's why it's advisable to run a lab test before saying I do. Yeah, you're right. You're very right. He should go for another test to confirm his. I'm telling you, to be frank with you, he should kukuma go to another lab. Just go to two, because the Bible said where two or three are where two or three are confirm something, then it is it, or that's what the truth is. So please go to another lab. Okay, so let me come to my own conclusion. Why do I do this kind of talk show? I do it because I believe that sometimes we do have situations where we want people to talk to us, people that don't know us, people that will be frank, people that will say the way it is without us feeling hurt. I have had situations in my life where I've spoken to people who are family, who are friends, and they actually come later and they mock me about it, or they use it against me. So why I do live shows and I do Let's Talk to Blessing is because I want people to feel comfortable to share things and have that thing out there for other people to give them advice. People they don't know, people that will say the way it is, and people that will be as brutal as they want and say it how it should be said. So thank you so much. The person that sent this message to me, if you do have something you want to share with me, please drop me a DM and I'll try to make out time to talk about it. So I'm going to end this by giving this person my own candid advice, because when I actually read his DM, the first thing that came into my mind was, why did your brother marry without first of all going for a blood test? Let me tell you something. In this day and now, in this particular generation that we live in, please, people should not be making that mistake. I beg Una. Please. It's not a matter of I don't love you, it's a matter of I want to know. But let me tell you another thing, because when I was thinking like that, it just occurred to me that there is a possibility that they could have gone for a blood test. But you know that the fact that if you are on retroviral drugs, when you go for a blood test, you will be negative. So this woman, if they had gone and she was negative, that means that this woman intentionally, deceptively, planned it, and she knew what she was doing. So I don't know if they did, but if they did, I am very sure that it could have been negative for both of them. So I know many people are saying, why did they not go for blood tests? Why did they not do tests? The point is that if they had gone, the woman will be negative, he'll be negative, and they will marry. So this woman intentionally did what she did. But please, before you do anything, be monitoring. I don't even know how I would say monitor your wife, but the point is that there are a lot of people who are not honest out there. People are not being truthful. People are deceitful. So let's be very careful. Now, on the matter at hand, I don't know the kind of sister this woman has. To be frank with you, for your own sister to be the one to do the amebo, hey, there are some families that should be that blood should be cut off. There are some families that we don't even need in our life. We need to just let them go. For your own sister to be the one to start telling people that you have HIV, this should have been a family secret that should never be revealed to anybody. But we all know how families are. Some people are there to destroy you. Some people don't even want your progress. Some people are the one that will be the one to even want to destroy that your marriage. They even be the one to go to shrine for you. So your sister is an evil person. You need to avoid her. What is done is done. Your husband's family, they are aware. you need to, because you don't, I mean, the woman don't even know that they know. So what I'm going to advise the member is, tell your brother to sort this thing out by himself. You guys should even pretend as if you guys don't know, to be frank, just to give the woman face, for her not to feel, bad, or for her not to go. And some people will just go and drink sniper and kill themselves. I'm telling you, she's pregnant, she's about to give birth, she might even give up on the just let's know, for this woman's life, for the sake of the unborn child. You guys should allow this man to deal with it on his own. You don't need to have her in a meeting for her to sit amongst you guys, for you guys to abuse her or to talk down on her. She doesn't need it now. She's already close to 7 months pregnant, or she's 7 months pregnant. She doesn't need that. Let the husband handle it. The man can decide to be with her, it doesn't matter, or the man can decide to let her go. At the end of the day, the ball is in the man's court, not your family. He is the one that will decide what he wants to do. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. Please also drop your comments if you watch this broadcast later, because this person actually needs advice from everybody, and he really wants to know what to do, because they are planning to have this meeting this weekend, and he needs everybody's advice. God bless you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for contributing. If you have anything that you want to share with us, we will appreciate if you can DM us, and we will share it. All right. Let me just read the last person. This person, he should pray for wisdom to tackle this issue, not family deciding. Yes, I believe that the man should be the one to tackle this issue. It's a case of him and his wife. It's not family wahala. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you. God bless you.